we're going to do it live.
We'll do it live.
And then I'll check our YouTubes.
BanthaMilk
wow, there's
Podcast.
already 800 people waiting for us. That's
Look
awesome.
at that.
Great to see all 9,000 of you.
Yep.
Thanks for being here
We'll
on our show. They came for us.
They sure did.
All right, what's happening?
All right, let's see this. Post real story. What are we doing? A story or live? Live. Let's click live here.
You know, I didn't check the sound or anything, so this is a good
17
thing.
followers active now. Click
Wow,
this.
it's working, too. Look at that.
Checking connections. You're now live, it says. So Nick did this before. We're Instagram live right now.
Oh, you're Insta-living.
What?
Hey, you're wearing the same shirt
Look,
as me, man. What are you
we
doing
both have
here?
purple shirts on.
Not just purple shirts.
No,
brother.
but the exact
it is
same
the exact same
shirt.
purple shirt.
Terrence Green's watching us. Hey, Terrence, what's happening?
T Green. Whoa.
T Green,
wow,
all the way from Florida.
That was
not
some,
Florida, California.
What was that voice
I don't know.
you just used, man?
Did you like that? That was a good voice.
That was like, you know, there are those commercials right now, like the I forget, it's the Dr. Oz, the ones that call Dr. Oz a rhino. Hey, guys.
Hey.
And it's like they hired some people to pretend to be ultra liberals. It's like, Dr. Oz, so liberal.
So liberal.
I'm like, wow, all right.
Yeah,
so that's what you sound like right now.
That's what I sounded like. Yeah, Nick and I are twinning.
How you doing,
Same
Terrence?
shirts. We're gonna go live. We're actually on YouTube.
We are live
right now.
This is the pre-show. This is what's going, going to be on our the bonus content for our Blu-ray.
Bonus. Pew pew pew. All right. Well, I'm gonna stop this Instagram live so that anybody who watches it knows we're going live right now on YouTube. Second. So go over to our YouTube. He says, "Hey, gentlemen. Hello, Terrence. Come over to YouTube and watch us over there. We're gonna be talking about." The Caravan of Courage. Courage.
I'm really upset about this.
Also known as the Ewok Adventure.
Not the good one either, because I've been waiting for diabetes all day. Anyway.
All right, we'll go there live. All right, bye, everybody.
Bye, y'all. Not y'all, though. Not the YouTube folk, because you get to hang tight with us.
Share.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to share even more. Let's go on Facebook. I'm going to tell people we're going on Facebook. Hey, we're coming at you live from New Jersey, 104-796-543.1415. Okay, I don't know. I'm just saying numbers in pi.
You are.
This is what's happening.
I'm impressed that you could get that far into pi.
I could get farther, but, it's funny because, I always thought it was really cool that, I knew, 8 or 9 digits of pi. And then, my student, you'll have that one student who'll be like, yeah, I know it to 86 digits.
Yeah.
Because they have to they have to do it for a contest or something.
Yeah, Trey was at a talent show, and one kid was standing up there doing it for
that was
5
his
straight
talent.
Minutes. That was his talent. Yeah, there was somebody behind him that had the not cue cards, but poster board of every number. I don't know. There's probably 10 numbers on each poster board, and he couldn't see him. He was standing in front of it, but he's just standing there, just reading all the numbers. And they were going through card after card after card after card. Finally, somebody just started clapping and was like, "Okay, we get it.
Yep,
we get it. You know,
play
it
the
all.
music.
Play the music."
Oh, okay. So I guess we should start the show. Probably. Maybe I should
yeah.
start
Except I'm trying
us.
to do one more second over.
We do
there.
have Doug here. Doug is hanging out.
Doug,
What's up,
our
my
fact
man?
checker, Doug.
My man, Doug.
My main man, Doug. Okay, why isn't this now? Oh, I thought I was so good. New post. Get rid of the text. Fix this, young man.
Yeah, I just want y'all to see how big
Oh, stop!
how big the freaking writing is on this phone. Look at. Can you see that from Mars? Yeah. Oh boy, Rob. What do you need me to? You need me to post this?
Yeah. Well, I can't. Where's the post button? I can't get the text off to post.
You had to click outside of it.
Oh my god!
And then you can hit share.
I'm old. Hey, thank you, grandson, for helping me out there.
You got it, Grandpa.
Goodness
let's get you inside before all your thoughts are stolen by the aliens.
The aliens are coming.
You got to get your tinfoil hat.
They're gonna.
Oh, and now your video is frozen in the thing. There it goes. It's catching up.
They're sucking out my brain.
That happens.
All right, start Audacity so that we
I'm
can
gonna
start this nonsense.
we are a go.
Intro music.
Wait, that's not it.
What? He's no good to me, Dad.
Intro music.
My currency.
Intro music.
Bounty hunting is a complicated profession.
It sure is.
Yep, it is. It's just almost as complicated as live streaming on Instagram.
Only if you're over 40.
Yeah, so if you check out our Instagram, you will see that we just posted just a little pre-show chit-chat.
Yeah, just a little pre-show chit-chat.
Well, I posted it because Rob had a little trouble.
I was able to type into the things that said, we'll do it live.
Well, the problem was he was trying to type, but he couldn't get the hard candy out of the way.
Yes.
The wrapper kept
the walker. It's
Yeah,
hard
it
to
was
hold
just-
on to the walker
Yeah.
and the portable portable telephone device that you kids have these days.
Oh, yes. So,
Yes.
Anyway, we are back once again for BanthaMilk Podcast, and
sure
I am
are.
going to jump right into pouring the BanthaMilk.
He's
Rob
gonna pour
made
the
me,
Bantha milk.
Rob made me a very sad boy today.
I did.
Because Rob made me watch something. The whole reason you're here today.
The whole reason you're here
is
today.
so we watch something so you don't have to.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm going to pour a little bit of
All
this
right.
BanthaMilk. What do you got today, Rob?
I have some of my my go-to, the Founders All Day IPA.
All day, every day. We love
Session IPAs.
it. Noise.
Now, I hope it doesn't
to me.
explode on me.
There
Little
it is.
pop there. That's nice.
I love it. And while you
That's
pour
nice.
that, let's see. You can do it? You can do it right?
I did it right this
While
time.
he pours one out for the beard that is no longer there.
I will remember you.
Oh, to all the times with Rob.
Yeah, there we go.
Anyway,
there
there's
goes
that.
the beard.
Man, that was pretty well timed, right?
That was very good. I'm very impressed.
I didn't test that beforehand because I
Okay.
didn't want to spoil the joke for you.
That was a good one.
And I
yeah.
was like, this really, it could say anything.
It
I don't
could.
know if this is the right sound even. Hopefully it works.
I like the
Yeah,
it
see,
was
when
pretty cool.
when that happened, I didn't know that was going to happen. I was like, uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
What's about to happen?
And it was perfect.
So anyway, we should
Yep.
give our sound guy a raise. Cheers.
We should cheers. Cheers
to
over
your
over
life.
There.
Oh,
Yep, there we go.
To
We got
you
it.
in your similar colored shirt.
Yes, we're matching. We're twins.
Yeah, the kind of sad part about it too is it's not a coincidence.
No, it would have been a lot more awesome if it was coincidental. But Nick
No.
showed up here to BanthaMilk Studios wearing this wonderful purple Star Wars Mandalorian shirt, and I said, "Hey, I have that same shirt. I'm going to go upstairs and find it."
And here we are.
And 3.5 drawers full of shirts later, I finally found it. I have a lot of T-shirts.
Yeah,
Do you have a lot of T-shirts?
yeah. I have a lot. You know what's funny is I have a lot that I don't wear.
Okay.
And I keep them because I will wear them when I can fit into them again.
Oh, those
Promise.
T-shirts.
Promise.
Yes, I have a lot of jeans like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I get that.
The dryer keeps shrinking my jeans. That's the problem.
That's what happens. Hey, Terrence is now in our YouTube chat.
Hey,
he's
Terrence
he's
is
hopping
everywhere.
from one chat
He's
to
following
another.
us. He's bored right now.
Yes, this is some Elijah Craig, Terrence. I'm a fan. 94 proof. Father of bourbon, don't you know? It says so right on the label.
It says so right there. That's better than Sammy Hagar's bourbon.
I'm sure it is.
Yes, but Sammy Hagar doesn't make bourbon. He makes
okay.
tequila.
Who's the one that makes the bourbon? There's someone that makes bourbon.
Vanilla ice.
I really doubt that.
You doubt that?
I doubt that a lot. This is so weird. I just keep looking at the chat, and our shirts. It's messing me up.
It's too much purple for you.
It's screwing with me.
It's
I
a
like
lot
it.
of purple.
I just.
So are you saying purple should not be the official color of
You know
BanthaMilk Podcast?
You know what we should have done? It was Twin Day today, or it was be what you want to be when you grow up today.
Oh, we should have worn the
should have
same
been each
shirt.
other.
Yeah, we could have been each other. That would have been
well.
really funny.
Next
I
year.
would have liked it, yeah.
Next year.
Next year. We'll do it next year.
So we're here
All right.
for Star Wars, and our
Star
shirts
Wars.
are Star Wars.
Yes,
in case
they
you didn't
are.
see that.
They are Mandalorian Star Wars.
But yeah. So what's on the docket for today, Rob?
So the
What do we
docket for
got?
today, I have one news article
Ready for it.
and a little mini thing that I saw in feeds today, which I thought was very funny. And then we are talking about the Ewok Adventure, the original movie from 1984, entitled Caravan of Courage or something really stupid
That was it,
and bad.
right there.
Yeah.
That's 100% the title.
so-
and you're right on both accounts.
Yep. So I made Nick watch it, and
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I had to take the bike here, so I couldn't get loaded before I got here.
But you really wanted
But
to.
man, I wanted to turn that into a drinking game or something. Honestly, I like. And full disclosure here, I had stuff to do after work today, and then I got home, I had to eat, and then it was I want to say 4:30, and I
Okay.
pressed play on this thing, and I'm sitting on the couch, and it's on, it's down, it's on, it's down, and I just start watching it, and Rob and I don't generally speaking, to talk about our topics beforehand.
No.
We like the spontaneity of the
we
live
do.
show,
We
right?
like to talk about it just for the first time together.
But
here.
I couldn't stop myself, and I texted Rob, and I'm like, dude, what the actual Exactly. Like,
Yeah.
it was the craziest. Like,
It was
I have so
strange.
many feelings, and I know it's notoriously bad. I know that it's like that's the point. Like, it's so bad but like, man, it was bad.
It was bad. Yeah.
And I like, honestly, you're gonna have to do a lot of the summarizing, and I think it's gonna be interesting to see how your summary matches what I got out of it, because most of the time I was really usually I'm like stuck on I got to get up and let the dog out. I got to press pause.
No.
I wasn't that way on this one.
No, not at all.
Let it run.
Yeah. So let's not do
Bob
too
Dylan
much
does make
foreshadowing.
Bourbon Terrace, yes.
Oh, there you go. Good. Let's not do too much foreshadowing. Let's go in order, get a couple of things out of the way first, and then we will talk more about this wonderful movie from 1984.
Yes.
Hey, if you're interested in more Star Wars info, want to chat, or even want to send us some Star Wars drink recipes, please be sure to check us out on all of our social media platforms. You can catch us on Instagram and Facebook at BanthaMilk Podcast, Twitter at BanthaMilk. You can email us at banthamilkpodcast@gmail.com, or even check out our website, banthamilkpodcast.com.
And don't forget to check out our sister podcast over at the Ears Up Network. Our friends over at Ears Up help us a whole lot, so give them and their many shows a listen. Their shows include Ears Up in Depth, The Supreme Resort, and Scraping the Vault. Also be sure to check out their Patreon at patreon.com/ears with a Z up. For as little as $2 a month, you can help support our show. Any donations sent their way directly help us here at Bantha Milk Podcast and comes with great perks. So please check them out today.
Yeah, I don't know why that might be, Rob.
Yeah,
Rob's hearing some echo.
I was hearing some echo.
Can we get...
Is Terrence still in the YouTube?
Terrence, let us know if you hear some echo. Speaking
is
of
it delayed
BanthaMilk,
in echo and whatever? Yeah, Terrence is from Ears Up.
he's an Ears Up brother over there. Thank
Yeah.
you. So, Terrence, check him out. Terrence is on...
Yeah.
Which show is Terrence? Scraping
Ears Up? No, Ears Up.
Ears Up. That's
Yeah,
right.
the
So
main
the
one.
main
Yep.
show, right?
Yeah, the main one that took us in.
Yeah, under their large and Disney-esque wing.
Yes.
So we appreciate you over at Ears Up. Also, the Ides of March are coming, right?
Yes.
So March 15th, I will be hopping into the Geekery update, and we're going to be talking some nerd stuff. We're going to be talking Star Wars, obviously. They're going to be talking Mandalorian and I think Book of Boba Fett. But we're also going to be talking
Peacemaker.
Yes.
Did you watch it yet?
No.
Oh, my gosh.
So I went to start it yesterday,
Okay.
and I realized everyone's saying you really should watch the Suicide Squad first.
Oh, you've never seen that?
And I
either?
haven't seen that yet.
Okay.
So, and I realize that's like a
Well, that's-
2-hour time commitment.
Yeah, and that's
So-
that's when you. I mean, that's when you get first introduced to him.
Yeah, and I'm
but
sure I could
can-
get caught up, and it wouldn't be a
Yeah.
problem. But I do want to watch that first.
Sure, yeah.
So I'll probably wind up watching that one night tonight, and then binging all the. How many episodes are there?
I think there's only 8.
And were they hour long?
Hour and 15 minutes or something like
Oh,
that. Yeah.
Oh, so they can make lengthy
Yes.
productions of
45
quality.
minute, 30,
38
minutes, 28
Give me a
minute
break
shows.
here.
Yeah.
Terrence says we sound good on his end.
Okay, good. So
all is well that ends well.
It
Thank you,
must just
Terrence.
be my
You know what it probably is? It's probably the guys at Supreme Resort sabotaging our
They
van.
are.
They're up on top of the trailer with the antenna.
That's what they're doing. They're
Get the
messing
broom.
up- Yes, they're they're painting over the fact that we painted the Mandalorian on the front of the horse trailer. They're
That's it.
painting over it with some Supreme Resort logos.
How dare you?
How dare you? All right, so let's do this also real fast.
Sorry, I'm just really liking the way my shoulders are moving right now. It looks good and it feels
So I was watching on TikTok, some video came through, and it was about R2-D2, and it said in Empire Strikes Back, multiple times Luke tells R2-D2 to stay at the ship, and every single time R2-D2 ignores him and comes off the ship and follows him around.
Sure.
And then it says the last time somebody told R2-D2 to stay on the ship was Anakin in Episode 3.
Right.
And he did, and Anakin never came back.
And all hell broke
And all hell broke loose. So R2-D2 was like that lost puppy that was like, no, fool me once, and I'm a fool, but I'm not being fooled 2 times. If you tell me to stay on the ship, I am not, because last time somebody did not come back, and I want to make sure
Mama didn't raise no fool.
Mama didn't raise no fool. So I found that was funny. I saw that, and I was like, oh, I have to remember to talk about that.
So another thing I saw is that, like, I guess it was, I don't even know where, but Obi-Wan and Luke are eating at a Chinese restaurant, right? And Obi-Wan notices that Luke is having trouble with his chopsticks. So he tries to demonstrate, but Luke just can't get it. So Obi-Wan gives up and just says, use the forks, Luke. Anyway, go on.
Ooh, oh, I wish I had it.
Oh, boy.
We need a drum beat.
We really
now
do need,
also.
like,
Yeah.
who's the guy that Howard Stern has. That's just like
Fred Norris. Yeah, with all the sound effects.
We should get Mike over to be our Fred.
Mike come here with 1,000 sound effects. He's a DJ.
Right?
He should have all these sound effects.
He shouldn't have any microphone.
No.
Just in a box with
box.
a whole bunch of sound effects at the ready.
Yep, all ready to go.
I think he'd be good at that.
He would be good at that. He would be perfect for that. So
Mike, here's your official job posting. You heard it here. Oh, boy.
All right, so my one and only news article. For the past couple of weeks, I've been talking all about the Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser, the Halcyon.
Tony and Tina's wedding.
Tony and Tina's wedding in space. And now, finally, all the famous YouTubers and all these super awesome people, I don't know, our invitation must have got lost in the mail. I don't know why we didn't get invited. But
Always
all
happens.
these people got invited to go for free for 2 days, and now they're starting to be able to post their experiences.
Okay.
So this is all about their experiences.
Their completely unfiltered experience.
Completely unfiltered.
With no NDAs signed whatsoever.
And nothing that Disney said. Even if you think you're going to be fancy and write something mean, we'll yank that down fast. So
they have lawyers that thought about that 34 years before Twitter even existed.
And here's the thing. And I will give the guys over at Jedi Talk some credit for this week's episode. This week's episode, they finally came around to the fact, for the past couple weeks, I've kept hearing them say, oh, you're just saying it's going to be stupid because you're poor and can't afford it. So the guys are like, they're all three of them that I've heard anyway are all going at some point in time in the next month.
Sure.
But two of the guys were like, look, I'm only going because, if this was you and I talking, because Nick and I are going together. Nick's spending $2,700 and I'm spending $2,700. They finally said I wouldn't be able to afford $5,000 for my whole family to go. So I was like, okay, finally, you are one of us. You're not this person way up on top here, this elitist who's like $5,000 is nothing. Yeah, the 1%ers. So I will.
Remember that?
I know.
That seems like ages ago.
It does. Yeah.
The Occupy thing?
That
was only like 10 years ago.
That's it.
How far we've come.
So back, we get distracted
This
very
is just
easily.
what happened. Squirrel! Oh, boy. Geopolitical problems. Let's talk Star Wars.
Let's talk Star Wars. They even made a good point, which, I mean, I'm sure we've said it 100 times also, that, all these people, they went for free. So for free, this is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
For $5,000, it better be really, really cool for $5,000. Yeah. And Trey and I were supposed to do it for this week, and we didn't. But he was saying, he goes, what we should do is figure out all the things in Galaxy's Edge in Hollywood Studios that you can buy for $5,000 instead of going to the hotel.
Instead of going to that hotel,
Yeah.
like how many lightsabers you can buy.
How many lightsabers
or how many individual products. That would be an interesting.
You could
idea.
get 927 lightsabers
right,
instead.
how many things could you buy to equal that money? But you can only buy one of everything.
Okay, so you could get
one lightsaber,
Luke
Skywalker,
or Luke's lightsaber,
Mace's lightsaber. You can buy one of everything, but you can't buy like 1,000.
You can't buy 1,000 of them. Yeah.
I wonder how much.
And cost it, because the park, 4 hours of the park is included, so you could get a park ticket,
right?
Hotel room, even if you stayed at the Polynesian or I forget what the top one is, but the top one is like $1,200 a night. So even if you stayed there, so how much could you get for that $5,000? And Trey and I were even joking, like you could buy an Oculus Rift because there's a lightsaber training, so you could get that for.
And Beat Saber, dude.
Yeah,
I've always wanted to play Beat Saber. I've never used like an Oculus. I know we have Doug in the chat. Doug's big on VR. He's been telling me for a while that like Rogue Squadron's great on VR. I've always wanted VR. I've never played it. But Beat Saber looks rad.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what it is. It's like DDR with a lightsaber. How can you go wrong?
Yeah, how can you go wrong?
Or like, I guess, Guitar Hero with a lightsaber.
Guitar Hero. Yeah, it's about the same. Yeah. So this article is, I went to Disney's $5,000 Star Wars Hotel Galactic Star Cruiser, and here are all the details on the food, the rooms, and everything else.
Oh, yeah.
So this is on BuzzFeed. It's by Andrea Evangelson. I'm sure she's really, really famous, and she got to go for free. So it's an adventure that takes place at 3 days and 2 nights aboard a starship called the Halcyon, but you don't actually go into space, she said. I thought we actually went into space.
Bummer.
The Galactic Star Cruiser talks about how much it really costs. They have really cool the bands. I don't know the last time you've been to Disney, did you have the bands, the magic bands?
I went on my band trip in my junior year of high school was the last time I went. So no.
So they have these bands.
I know they have the things, and you like scan and stuff for
it's
rides, and you
rides
scan
for
your
money,
room
for
and,
food, your room. Yeah. So they have a really neat band. They give you a really neat band when you walk in, and then from there, passengers get their luggage taken to the room for them, and they get bags checked by a security guard with a very festive lightsaber. It's a flashlight that changes colors, but that's checks their bags or something like that.
Wait, he checks your bags with a lightsaber?
That's what it says.
That seems...
It's just a flashlight that looks like a lightsaber.
But, like...
Yeah.
I mean, if they're going for immersion...
Right.
You know, why would you check... Like, why would you use a lightsaber? Like, wouldn't that be, like...
destructive? It would just destroy
like
your...
That's going to ruin the immersion for me.
Yeah.
Like, bro, what are you doing with your ancient and refined weapon near my Listerine? Get
right.
out of here.
Get out. You're going to explode my Listerine.
Right.
From there, you board the shuttle up to the Halcyon, the ship you're staying on for your excursion. The Halcyon is a 275-year-old luxury star cruiser from the Star Wars planet of Chandrila. The shuttle you board at the terminal has windows that show the intergalactic jump to the Halcyon. So there's like little windows at the top and LED screens right behind it to make it look like you're flying into space.
That must be all those things that those like software developers that we were talking about last time.
Yeah, we're working on that. Yeah. When you step off the shuttle, you're transported to the atrium of the spaceship with an Art Deco charm reminiscent of the golden age of travel. It looks really neat. It's a very neat foyer, I guess, of the hotel room.
But
neat.
But for $5,000, I want more than neat.
See, that's the thing. Like,
but for $5,000, honest to goodness, I don't know what could, and this is just me, I guess. It depends on like what money means to you. I don't know what could possibly make $5,000 for 2 days worth it.
Right.
And I don't know what experience
right
that
for
I
you
could
what
quantify
experience?
in my like with my current, the bills I have, what I get. Maybe it's just because that's just like not my
right.
But like Disney has been billed as the happiest place on earth, and like, oh, you strive to bring your kids to this place, and it's become this sort of thing. I feel bad for parents of young kids, and it's like, hey, you want to go to Disney? I want to feed you though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, they talk
gross.
About the...
It's gross.
They show you, like...
Eat the rich.
How much... how much it used to cost to go to Disney compared to how much the price of Disney vacation has gone up in comparison to how much inflation has gone up.
Oh, yeah.
And it's gone up tremendously more.
Disney tickets and college tuition. It's like name them. Like they're the two things that just I don't care what you're doing. We're going up.
I did post a survey, a poll in our Sacred Jedi Text Facebook group.
Facebook.com/groups/Sacred Jedi Text.
There's a new Star Wars themed hotel in Disney World. It's a 2-day experience. It costs $5,000 for a group of 2 to 4 people. Would you go for this price? 6 people, nope. $5K is a lot of money to play in Tony and Tina's Star Wars wedding. 5 people, take my money. 3 other people, no, this is the way. 1 person, when in timeline is set to the original trilogy, take my money. So he's saying...
So they want this, but back in the OT.
But back in the OT, yes. And I'd have to be forced into doing it, another person said.
Wow, like they would have to pay him.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So, and then one person made a comment, if they made it a few more nights and included the park passes, then she would consider it. So... I was actually surprised as to how many, and I didn't even take my money was added by our good friend Alan Lyons. He wrote it, and I'm not shocked. I guess I am shocked that 5 people were like, "Take my money, let's go, I'm in." Because like we've said, $5,000 is a lot of money. Now, maybe if you and I were to do it, and we split it, and it's only $2,700 for one person. I'm a little bit more like, okay, maybe, but still $2,700 is still a heck of a lot of money.
I don't know. I think about the amount of money you put out, and then I think about how much do I get biweekly in my paycheck?
Right.
And then I think...
Yes. Yeah, you're like, this is...
Oh, my God.
Yeah. By the time taxes come out and everything, this is like a month of my salary right here.
Maybe.
Yeah.
you know, like good, yeah, so, again, but it comes down, some people, like, that's... Like, I had the Realtor app on my phone, and every now and then I just, like, look at $9 million houses on Long Beach Island just to kind of see, like, what the other side deals.
What the
with,
other
you know
side
I
is
mean?
like, yeah.
And it's like not that any of them finance this stuff, but like it's
No.
like a $36,000 a month mortgage or something like that.
You're like, okay, so
for a summer home.
for a summer home, yeah,
Yeah.
for their second home,
Yeah.
So in the atrium,
Terrence is saying hard pass, by the way. We
oh,
got
good, Terrence. I'm
yeah.
glad. And Terrence
with
is
you,
a big
Terrence.
Star Wars fan too,
Yeah.
so I'm glad that Terrence is with us.
Terrence is one of those guys who kicks up a lot of drama on social media. He
Yes,
loves
he does.
asking those hard-hitting questions
Yes.
that people are going to respond to.
You can only keep 3.
Yeah, those are tough.
They are tough.
Yeah,
They are tough.
especially when it comes to food.
Yes.
Anyway,
because
go on.
Lucky Charms have to be kept.
Yes.
Giant holographic tubes stretched from the floor to the ceiling on either side of the atrium, displaying things like the logo of the ship and the entertainment of the night. So that's pretty cool. From the atrium, you can also access the bridge of the ship and the sublight lounge with some models and stuff like that. The atrium is where most of the hubbub happens on the ship, and there is a lot of meet and greets. So Trey was saying somebody was complaining because the characters weren't coming over to that person, to them. Like,
Okay.
me, I'm on the ship, and I'm complaining that the characters aren't coming over to me. And he was like, you're standing in the corner. There's 100 people or
Right.
200 people on board right now that are, like, waiting in line to talk to Ahsoka, you know, and you're mad because Ahsoka's not coming to you. Like, if you're going to be in this, you got to be all in.
And you see, that's where like $5,000. I don't want to stand in line. $5,000. Everything should be available to me at all times. There should be
Right.
like 11 other guests in a room at a time where
Yeah.
we can all like mingle and relax. If I'm paying $5,000 for a weekend and I'm spending a couple hours a day in line, God no.
But I'm also not going to stand in a corner for $5,000. I'm going to make sure I go and meet every single one of these characters, even if it is Steve, the the deputy.
That's it, Steve the deputy.
Everything
man.
happens on the ship is all accessible on your phone, which is the Play with the Play Disney Parks app turns into a data pad, which is neat. The data pad is crucial to enjoying the experience without missing anything. So it tells you step by step, time by time where you're going. On the data pad is an itinerary
It's kinda
showing
creepy.
everything
They
that's
know where you
happening.
are
Yeah.
at
Oh,
all
they
times.
know.
Well, not like they
know.
don't already.
Yeah, they already know. And the Magic Band, I mean, every time you scan the Magic Band
Yeah,
somewhere,
sure.
like it's tracking
They
you.
know.
Okay, it's over there.
I mean, forget about your phone. Like, you ever go into your Google location history?
No, I tried. Well, I have mine turned off on my phone.
see,
I have everything on that turned off.
I learned about it like well into when it was. So I looked down, I'm like, oh my god, this thing knows. Like, I can see literally where I am. All
Oh,
the
yeah,
time.
all
there
the
I
time.
was. Oh, I went there. Here I. Every day of my life is categorized and cataloged.
My other friend has it turned on where it gives you, like, when you get close to Target, it says, "Oh, here's a coupon for Target."
Oh my god,
Yeah, like
that's some targeted advertisement.
that
right
is
there.
targeted
Wow.
advertisement right there. To Target.
Targeted. Wow.
The first event is in Moostar at 4 p.m. A total is a toast to the ship. So I mean, there's 79 things. We don't have to go through all of them, but the pictures are really cool. The rooms look really, really cool. They're very Star Warsy. Some people on the interwebs are saying it looks more Star Trekky than Star Warsy. I only think
Because only this particular brand of nerd would kvetch about that.
right, exactly. And I only see it as Star Trekky because you don't really see bedrooms and things like this in Star Wars very often.
Sure, yeah.
But you do in Star Trek. Like
Yeah.
in Star Trek, they're always in their quarters and stuff. So you do see. So that's why I can see where they would say that. I don't agree with them. There's all kinds of really neat things. Everything. I mean, it's
I hate to break it to these people, but Star Wars and Star Trek share a couple of similarities.
the word star.
More than just that, if you can believe it. Oh boy.
So it is very, very cool. I think it's very cool. If I was one of the lucky people to get to go for free, then I would definitely love it and enjoy it.
Sure.
If somebody wants to send me, I will go in a heartbeat. But I don't know if I can afford or am willing to spend $5,000 for my family to go.
Well, I wrote to our senator about it.
Okay.
And I'm still waiting to hear back.
I was gonna say, did you get a response?
Not yet,
Not
but
yet.
I anticipate soon.
Yeah, I'm shocked that he didn't
an
respond.
email from
Yeah.
my senator
Yes.
that will affirmatively say we will send you
I
and we will
understand.
make this happen for the
You-
betterment of America.
Right. You have a better shot of emailing your senator and getting to be able to plant a wreath on the unknown soldier than you do him sending you to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge.
But wouldn't it be pretty cool if like BanthaMilk Podcast laid a wreath on the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier?
Would be pretty cool,
right? Like we'd have to try our best to like, because it's a solemn thing. You don't want to be like an idiot, but
you don't
want
to be an idiot.
But it's me and you.
Yeah, it would be pretty.
Us goofy freaking dudes, like you're up there, I'm down here. It's like.
Here you go,
just
sir.
kind of funny.
Yep, it would be funny.
Anyway.
I don't think they would go for it. So
No.
we're going to keep the news short because we also got some negative feedback that they watched the show. It took 2 days for them to watch our show on YouTube, and they didn't get to anything Star Wars talk until the second day, apparently.
Wow. Well, we're only a half hour into our show here.
Right, so we're on task now. So, all right, so let's close out in Star Wars news. That was not closing out Star Wars news. This is closing out Star Wars news.
Oh, boy, I love it.
Star Wars news.
And we'll go to a commercial and get your popcorn ready because we're going to talk all about the Caravan of Courage when we come back. And we're back.
We should have never found that that particular soundbite.
This was your
actually quite
fault.
enjoy it.
Yes.
It's really great. So Rob did a bad thing, and Rob made me watch a movie.
I did.
And we watched this movie, so you don't have to. So you're
right.
welcome. Unless you're one of the unfortunate few who have already.
Although also in Sacred Jedi text, I got to find it for a second. I think it was Alan was yelling at me for besmirching.
See, I thought it was Alan too.
Oh, no, it's Ryan Gilbert. Yeah, RGH. Ryan Gilbert.
See, I thought
Harden.
it was Alan too, and then I tagged him in it. Something about earlier. He goes, "How did I get dragged into this?" So sorry, Alan, if you watch this later or listen to this later. Sorry about that, buddy.
Ryan is just, Ryan's or Alan's very, very active on our page.
Yeah,
so
he hops in the live stream.
But yeah, so it was Ryan who said, "How dare you besmirch the Ewok adventures?" And then I said, I'm trying to get Nick to watch it for the show, and I told Ryan he should come on tonight, but he said he's tough, but he's going to try and keep up with us.
Hey, Ryan, here I am besmirching.
Besmirching.
I'm right here besmirching away.
My friend Jeff said, so glad I have the DVD 2-pack. Would watch it again only for the Guraks. And the Night Sisters, too. So the Night Sisters must be in the second movie. We didn't even get to the Night Sisters.
Is that the Wilford Brimley movie?
That is the Wilford Brimley one.
Because
yes.
I was bummed out. I was waiting for him the whole movie. And because, of course, I did no research, because why would I?
Why would you? Only to find out that you...
I was waiting for Wilford the whole time. Instead, all I got is this weird freaking kid who kind of looks like a miniature Luke Skywalker.
Yes.
In a Rebel outfit, and Ewoks with really freaking weird teeth, man.
Yes, that didn't move. Their teeth never moved.
I don't get it, man.
They just... and, well, don't forget about the Guraks. That guy was completely, like...
So it was like a Wookiee... And do you remember Ernest Scared Stupid?
Yes.
So it was like the monster from Ernest Scared Stupid and a Wookiee had a baby. And that was this thing. It was the weirdest, and I guess that's just like that era.
It was like a Wookiee Chupacabra.
Yes. Oh man, a Wookiee Cabra.
A Wookiee Cabra, yes.
Oh, this is where we're at.
Ryan says back to Jeff, he also has a double-sided DVD that has one on each side. I was stoked when it was on Disney. I mean, these two guys love it. So they're going to be very angry with us as we besmirch the heck out of this movie, if you want to call it that.
It's not great.
It is not great. So here we go.
So I mean, we're not gonna belabor ourselves through the plot here.
No,
I'm not gonna sit through every scene, and mostly because I can't, because I don't have the knowledge in my brain. But here's my summary of it. I want you to tell me how close I am to it, and then we can kind of go into it. So we start off, and from what I can gather, there's these lost kids.
Correct.
Right? One of them's this little blonde kid who's sickly, and the other one's this little jerky, like, brash kid.
Which is why I voted for him to be the extra bad guy for last week's.
Yeah, is that who you were talking about? Okay, now you can put a face to the name. So they're separated, right? So that's great. And then we've got some Ewoks that come in with terrible teeth.
Yep.
Right? So far as I can tell, the Ewoks are aggressive and hostile, and then they're not. Because rudimentary sign language and repeating of words.
Right.
The small blonde child is sad and sick.
Yep.
The small not blonde child is angry and aggressive.
Yes. He hates Ewoks.
He's clearly who Jake Lloyd looked to for his acting skills and advice. He's like, "Ooh, I'm going to draw from this. I'm going to pull from this performance. It's real energy in this."
They showed him all Star Wars movies, and this is the one that he watched and
really
was like,
stuck.
"Oh, I'm going to act just like this kid."
But like it really, these two kids really like drive home just the point. Like at what point in history did we decide child actors should be able to act?
That's a great question.
Because like I'm thinking back even back to like Shirley Temple. That cute little girl couldn't act.
Right.
She was just cute.
Yeah.
Nothing
even
about it,
still now, I mean, I've watched a lot of Disney Channel TV shows with my kids as they were growing up, and I mean these are TV shows in the 2010s.
Right.
They're still bad.
That's true, and I think there's a lower bar for kid shows because they don't have to be as good.
Right.
But I don't remember any kid actors as good as like the Stranger Kids kid.
Right. The Stranger Things kids are really good. Yeah. No, they're also a little older.
They're getting older, but even in the first
season, they were in their 12s, early teens at that point in time. I think these two. Well, like the girl is only supposed to be 4. She's older than that, or maybe 6. But in the description, I couldn't write down anything either because I also was like, oh my gosh, same thing as you, barely paying attention.
Mace
and Sindel, or the
Sindel.
two kids. Sindel, yeah.
No, it was Sindel, but like again, I watched with closed captioning all the time. I learned because of the closed captioning that apparently Ewoks talk in Ewokese.
Ewokese,
which is interesting.
There you go.
But yeah, I thought it was Sindel, but apparently it's Sindel because it's spelled Sindel.
Yes.
So anyway, Sindel. She's sick and they got to give her some leaf medicine.
Glowing leaf medicine. And like at first the kid's like, "No, don't." And then they're like, "No, totally give it." And he's like, "Okay." and then, he like tastes it. Yeah. And then he goes, "She needs more. Give her more. Now, more." And the Ewoks are like looking at him, and he's like,
"You don't know the dosage, man. I did not spend 8 years in Ewok medical school to listen to some snot-nosed little punk like you tell me the dosage for my patient. Get out of here."
And then they're like, "Okay, you want more? Well, we have to go get more out in the woods." So then they go on a little minute. Okay, so here's the deal.
All right, we'll stop right here for my scattered version.
Right.
So how close am I so far?
So far, so good.
Okay.
And then pretty much that's the end of it too. There's really not
much.
That's
it. End of movie.
And yeah. So I didn't write down things, and I looked up. I went to the ultimate source. It wasn't even Wikipedia. I just went to regular Wikipedia.
Wow. All right.
To see what it says. Because,
the original source. Back to the source.
Yeah. So this is great. So first it says from the series of road trip television specials. The Ewok Adventures, a 1984 American television spin-off film based in the Star Wars universe. It takes place on the moon of Endor and features the Ewoks, who help 2 young human siblings as they try to locate their parents. This film was given a limited international theatrical run, for which it was retitled Caravan of Courage, an Ewok Adventure. It was followed by the sequel, Ewok, The Battle for Endor, in 1985. So before we get to the plot, the inception, George Lucas has allowed the Star Wars universe to be produced for television in 1978 with the Star Wars Holiday Special, which proved to be...
See a previous episode of our show for that one.
And this is written in Wikipedia, which proved to be an embarrassment. Lucas assumed greater control over a planned half-hour television project about Ewoks. He hired Thomas G. Smith.
Wait, so he had greater control over this one?
Greater control over this one.
Oh, boy. And how did we not see the issues with the Phantom Menace coming?
I know, right?
They were there 20 years, 30 years beforehand.
Yeah, but in 1984 when this came out, we were like, yeah, maybe we shouldn't let George write any more stuff.
George, you did your job.
You did your job.
No,
let the rest of us take over. He hired Thomas G. Smith to produce the film after Smith had stepped down as the manager of ILM. Following his work on Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, Lucas also hired Bob Carew, the nanny of his children, to co-write the story with him.
The nanny?
So he hired his
Fran
nanny.
Drescher?
Yeah, to co-write this, which I found very amusing.
Sure.
While shopping the film around, Smith discovered that none of the TV networks at the time were interested in airing a half-hour special.
Who would have known?
But ABC showed interest in a 2-hour movie of the week. Pew, pew, pew. The project was expanded to fill the request.
Rob was too lazy to actually hit the sound effects for that one.
So I just love that it was supposed to be a 30-minute.
Sorry.
It's okay. It was supposed to be a 30-minute thing. And
they
they're like,
said, "Nah,
no.
Can you make it 2 hours?"
And he said, "You got it. I'm gonna turn 30 minutes worth of ideas into 2 hours for you."
Well, listen, we have 3 Hobbit movies. All right.
True.
So
yeah,
they did it then. They did it now. It's not something that's not done.
Yeah. I did not realize because I thought he was much older than this, but the guy who played Ewok, the guy who played Wicket, do you remember what his name is?
Wicket was Warwick Davis.
Warwick
wasn't it?
Davis, yeah. He was only 14 when he was in this one. I thought he was like...
Okay, so that's 1984. And so when did Return of the Jedi come out? It
came out around the same time, 86?
So this came out before Return of the Jedi?
Yeah.
Interesting. I thought it came out in 86. Yeah, so...
Let's see.
So I wonder if they filmed this around the same time.
Return of the Jedi was 83. Sorry.
Okay, 83. So, okay, that makes sense. So I actually, for whatever reason, I thought 86 as well. So Return of the Jedi comes out 83. 84, we get
the Ewok
blessed
adventure
with all of these things.
Yes.
Okay, so that would make him 13, 12-ish around when they filmed. Yeah. I guess I get that. Because, I mean, you look at him now, he's not an old guy now.
No, I just looked him up on IMDb. He was born in 1970. So,
yeah.
I mean.
No, he was Flitwick in the Harry Potter movies, and he wasn't old looking there. He's pretty young, I mean, so far as people go.
Yeah, so I just assumed, you know what they say when you assume?
It's not good.
It's not good, yeah. So I just assumed he was older than just a child when he did it as well. But yes, so he did that. Critical responses. This is funny. In his review for the New York Times, John J. O'Connor noted the film's story as being almost aggressively simple, and that Mr. Lucas and crew do not come up with anything terribly astonishing.
Aggressively simple.
Aggressively simple.
I love it.
With Marin County serving as the backdrop, looking like some never land east of the sun and west of the moon.
Yeah, Tinkerbell was in there somewhere, wasn't she?
Tinkerbell was in there. Yeah, there was a Tinkerbell in there. O'Connor recognized most of his interactions as following well-established cinematic tropes. The notable one coming between Sindel, looking like one of those little blonde angels used to top off Christmas trees, and Wicket, performed by the then 14-year-old Warwick Davis, who O'Connor called the cleverest of the lot.
Yeah, Sindel might have been a Precious Moments doll.
She pretty much, and I have a feeling every line that she had, she's just standing on set and somebody standing off set.
Say this now.
Okay, ready? Go ahead.
Yep.
Say, oh no, not that.
Oh no, not that. Good. Now, yeah, exactly that.
It was exactly that.
Not a chance this girl was like reading lines with someone.
No, not at all. Pointing to the main characters and plot elements, one pair of writers concluded that both Caravan and Courage and its sequel are fairy tales depicted despite occurring in a science fiction setting. They point to magical phenomenon in both films. Tinkerbell, his magic
he's got
wand,
the Jedi wand, right?
The Jedi wand
Jedi
with
stick.
with the crystal on top of it.
The green Jedi stick.
And what was the deal when he got trapped under the water? What was that whole?
Yeah, it was funny too. While I was watching it, I was like, man, they really leaned into like reflection sort of stuff in that time, because I like made me think of Hook. I don't know if you remember Hook, where he's like looking at his reflection, and it's the little kid, and it's the old guy, and he's like, oh, and he touches it, and it's gone. But like, it's for whatever reason, that's another trope they lean into a lot. But he's like looking at himself. He's like touches it, and all of a sudden he's under the water.
Under the water.
But I guess he can't break the surface for whatever reason. It's like it
froze.
It was
a magical river that wouldn't let him in, and then they threw the rope in, and then the rope got sucked underwater also. And
that was another one of those moments where, again, I like popped my head up, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? Rob, you... Oh, man.
So magical elements in both films. All right, so going back to the plot.
Yeah, that.
On the forest moon of Endor, aggressively simple.
Which, by the way, forest moon of Endor, which has lush, like, rolling plains and hills.
And
Horses?
And horses, and horses with giant things on their back that people live inside the horse practically.
Right.
Like,
but even like this, forget about that. Like horses?
well, horses, owls.
Like what other?
The chicken
Yeah.
was like it's a fancy chicken,
But it's a chicken.
It's a chicken.
What other piece of Star Wars anything has just like Earth animal?
Right. Well, in the one, what was the one where could be Lando Calrissian's daughter, whatever, like in episode 7 or
Right.
8. She was riding a horse when Rey was going to the crashed Death Star.
Right.
And
But that was like a weird space horse, wasn't it?
I think it did have like 6 legs or something like
Yeah,
that.
that's not a horse.
It wasn't a regular
This
horse.
they said the word horse. They literally said horse. I'm like,
Look,
what?
George was like, "Oh, I'm gonna write horse for now, but I'm gonna rewrite that later."
I'm gonna do like a replace all.
Yeah,
and I'll change horse to like Xeno horse.
Right.
He forgot.
He forgot.
He forgot in post.
Yeah, I'll do it in post, and then he forgot to do it in post also.
Happens all the time. It's like
okay.
when they forgot to take the coffee cup out of the Game of Thrones
out of the Game of
episode.
Thrones episode. All right, so the Townie family, Katera, Jeremit, which are mom and
Jeremit.
dad.
It's like Jeremy,
Jeremy,
but with a T, which
with-
makes it spacey.
Spacey,
Yeah.
Jeremit, Mace and Sindel are stranded when the mom and dad vanish, having been captured by the Gorax. The children are found by the Ewok Deej, D-E-E-J.
Deej. Sure.
Okay, so the kids wake up, or no, the parents come back from somewhere, and
Where?
the kids
We
are
don't
gone.
know.
We don't know.
Not important to the plot.
Not important to the plot. Well, the opening scene, mom and dad are arguing.
They're just looking.
They're looking.
Hey guys, where you at?
Yeah. Sendo, Mace, where are you? Oh, I told them not to leave.
And even they are such terrible actors.
Terrible actors.
Like, oh, and she's only a small child. Oh my god.
Oh my God. So I don't know where they went or why the kids left, but the kids leave. Then the kids come back. No, the kids don't come back. The
kids are off on their own.
The kids
They're
are
doing
off
their
on
own
their own.
thing.
They're mad because mom and dad are gone. Now, where mom and dad went, they don't know. So then they go off to try and find mom and dad. Then mom and dad come back. Then brother is trying to tell sister, it's okay, they're not dead, but at the same time, he's not doing a very good job of it.
No, he's not the most reassuring of all
Not
the
the
brothers.
most right. Then they wind up running into the Ewoks.
Right, and she gets all sad and sick.
She gets sad and sick. So the Ewoks have some kind of fungus or something on them that got her sick.
Yeah, it's not good stuff.
So
It's
for some
Ewok,
reason,
Ewokitis.
Ewokitis.
COVID Ewok.
Because she didn't speak Ewokese.
Yeah, you got to speak Ewokese.
You got to speak Ewokese or you get Ewokitis.
That's
Yep.
it.
It's the latest strain of COVID.
Oh no!
You have the Ewok strain of COVID.
She should have been wearing her Ewok mask.
She should have been.
Bummer.
So then she, like you said, the brothers yelling and screaming that the
Save
crazy
my sister.
animals,
Oh yeah.
like stay away from her. But then they're
Yeah,
okay.
he was really like xenophobic about it.
He was.
Like they were really laying into the fact that this kid hates these things.
Hates these
Gee, I
things.
wonder if he'll have a change of heart.
Right. Yeah. Oh. So then they tried to give her medicine. Then he's yelling at them some more.
And I just love that they just say medicine.
Yeah.
They don't call it anything. They
No.
don't say she's got something. They just say she needs medicine.
And
Don't we all?
Don't we all? You
I
tell
need
me.
some medicine.
I need some medicine. You have some in the glass right there. So then they give her some glowing grog, and then he's like, "She's still sick. Get more
Give
medicine."
More medicine.
And they're like, speaking Ewokese, he doesn't understand. He's practically like going fisticuffs
Lots
with
and
them.
lots of nub nub.
Yeah, nub nub, yada, lot of nub nub, yub nub. So then they go out to get more medicine. They bring it back, and in the meantime, she gets better and starts talking to Wicket, and she teaches him English or basic.
Yeah, galactic basic, right? And they
Galactic
just these random words that they just are kind
Yeah,
of just
Star Cruiser.
yeah. Star Cruiser,
Star Cruiser.
easy one.
Yeah,
Nice easy
nice
one.
easy word to start
Cat,
with.
ball, Star
Yeah,
Cruiser.
and then he shows her horse.
Sure.
And she's horse? No, not horse. Star Cruiser. What? So yeah, and then brother still doesn't like it. So then brother tries to escape. We need to escape these bad guys.
Yeah, they're little and they're furry. They must be
Yes.
terrible.
After Mace tries to kill them, the Ewoks
Your dogs
subdue
kind
him.
of look like Ewoks.
They do.
Maybe that's why you like Ewoks so much.
Maybe.
I apologize. I
There
don't
you
mean
go.
to offend your dogs. They're
See,
sweet
so
dogs.
now you know.
Ewoks suck, but these dogs are great.
Ewoks are awesome. I don't care what you say. They take both children to the Ewoks' homes, and Sindel and Wicket become friends. Shortly thereafter, the Ewoks kill a boar. Oh, so then...
The boar.
The boar.
The random weird dog boar.
Right. They have a normal chicken. They have a normal horse. They have a normal owl, and then a stop-motion dog boar.
Yeah, with a giant weird tongue.
Yes, that clearly looked like I modeled it in about 20 minutes, and then they said, that's perfect, let's go.
I don't know what you're talking about. That was clearly international or ILM. Or is that like they had their top people on it?
So actually in here somewhere, visual effects, it says this is the last time that they used stop motion animation before they replaced it with go motion, an advanced form of animation.
That's really a thing.
That's really
stop motion and go motion.
Stop motion is the original one, and go motion is the advanced version.
Well done.
So yes. So this stop motion boar is chasing him through the woods. He climbs into a tree because, of course, trees have holes in them.
Big ones.
And he's in the redwood forest of California. Like, come on, we can't tell this.
No.
And
they had like 5 days, like where they had a lull in filming for Return of the Jedi.
For Return of the Jedi.
And they went into town. And I was like, we need some idiot kids and like adults to just film this stupid thing real quick.
And anybody that can fit into this costume, and they hold up a small costume. So then, of course, the Ewoks, who he now runs away from, come back to save him again, and save the day yet again. And now he's like, okay, maybe these Ewoks aren't as bad as I thought they were.
Maybe.
So then they go back, and then they, the Ewok has some kind of magic spinner top that shows them. Did you even see this part?
I don't think I did. I must have been letting Lester out of that moment.
Yeah. So the little kids, the Sindel is like complaining about, where's mommy and daddy? I miss mom and dad. Blah blah blah. So the shaman of the Ewoks,
right? Sure.
She has this top, this magic spinning top. So she spins this magic spinning top, and in the middle of it, a video starts to appear of mom and dad trapped in a cage.
So are we saying like Ewok shaman was a Jedi?
Yes.
All right.
Yes. If they only had Yoda's lightsaber.
If only.
If only. So then she goes, "That's mommy. Where's mommy? Where's mommy? I miss mommy." She starts crying. And then one of the Ewoks has like that.
I hated her, by the way.
Like, worse than Jake Lloyd?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I know like she's a child and I should feel sympathy and empathy, but no, I hated her.
So this is funny about her, since you hated her so much.
Good.
Here's a couple of
Tell
things.
me about the person I hate.
She was played by Aubrey Miller.
Aubrey, you're terrible.
Okay. And
I feel like one of those people who like, no, you're okay, Aubrey. You weren't a great actress as a child, but I'm sure you've gotten better.
Yes. And where is it? There was another one that I don't know, you might be too young for it. But there was a TV show that went right to syndication called what was the robot? Vicky the human Small Wonder, called Small Wonder.
Yeah, I'm definitely too young for
Okay.
that.
So a TV show called Small Wonder. It was the first TV show going straight to syndication.
Okay.
So there you go. There's your trivia fact for the
Boom,
day.
nailed it.
Non-Star Wars trivia fact for the day. But on one of the IMDb's, it's not showing up on my phone, but it showed up on the computer when I was looking in IMDb. The girl who played Vicky in that show was also credited as doing voiceover work for Aubrey Miller in Sindel. So I don't know how much of it Aubrey couldn't speak herself, and they had Vicky do this other talking, but there were two people that were credited. Cindy Walker. Oh no, that was Deja voice. So someone else. She was also nominated. Whatever. But anywho, weird. Sorry, off on a tangent there. We're gonna skip over that. Nick just texted me. He said, "Shut up already."
I'm playing the music for him.
He's playing me off. So then we see the weird stop motion dog. Then the top thing goes, and they say, "Mommy, go there." And so the Ewoks know where this is.
And this is all happening on Endor.
All on Endor. So then they go, okay. Then they're handing out. Everybody gets something for the trip. And the boy gets a rock. And he goes, why can't I get that fancy thing over there? That's not for you. But I want that.
He
No,
clearly
that's not
hasn't
for you.
seen Indiana Jones.
He has not. And
You
I'm
don't
like,
get it,
come
man.
on. Like a rock, like who was it that threw the rock and beat the giant?
David
and
Come
Goliath. I'm like, come on, you're going to need this rock. So what does he do in his...
George Lucas wouldn't give you this rock if you didn't need it, man.
I know.
Chekhov's gun.
It's Chekhov's gun. So, of course, what does he do? He throws the rock away. Because don't need that rock. But luckily, Wicket picked it up. So then they go on their adventure. And obviously, the movie was amazing. This is the one flaw in the movie.
The one
flaw. The parents disappeared like 20 minutes before the kids couldn't find them. And then suddenly the bad guy took them 5 hours, 3 days later away. They had to sleep over in the woods. They had all this
He was pretty big.
He was big. It still would have taken him a long time to get as far as he did. And you're telling me with all the other horses and animals and stuff in the woods that he had to travel that far to find to humans that he wanted to eat later on in life?
And he had to carry him, right? He had
He had to carry him.
His
Yeah.
arms and stuff.
So I'm like, come on. So then they finally go.
That's it. That ruined the immersion for me.
It did because
so far we were at a 10. Now we're at like a 3.
Right. They went from the woods, the redwood forest. Then they're in the desert. And then they're in a swampland, and then they hit every single biome, rolling hills, yeah. Only to find that this monster was a Gorax. And they see their parents hanging from a bird cage up in the Gorax's room.
Why not?
And then they're all hiding because they're trying to figure out how to get it. And then one of the brave little Ewoks makes the Gorax chase them all around his house. While he's chasing them, I don't understand this part either. They threw the rope up to climb up to tell mom and dad to climb down.
Sure.
So you're telling me mom and dad couldn't figure out once a rope was up there?
Maybe take it down?
Just climb down this rope? Yeah. So then they had to hold on to the rope while the one Ewok stayed up there, and he led the rope down for them. And then he was able to start climbing down the rope. And then he dies.
So this is the guy who dies where it's like, it's with the axe, right?
Yeah.
So like this is the moment where I look up and I thought we were going to get one of these like, you ever seen Galaxy Quest?
Yes.
You know, by Grapthar's hammer, you will be avenged.
Okay, right.
Like
yes.
I thought this was one of these moments where it's like, here's my axe. And he's like, no, but this is your axe. You're going to need it.
You're going to need it.
Give me a break.
Yeah.
But he's like, no, it's yours.
It's your axe.
In Ewokese.
Without his teeth moving.
Things, yeah. And I thought it was going to be one of the things where he just like takes the axe and just goes, and just goes Rambo and
chops the guy's foot off. He falls down, sticks it through his. I thought he was going to like throw it into his head and like whatever.
Yeah, he didn't.
He did it.
Nothing happened.
He just runs out and goes, he's dead. He died for all of us.
He's sad.
And all the Ewoks are like, okay, let's go. Let's get out of here.
I'm not going to lie to you. That's when I had to leave to come here.
So you missed the great conclusion of then they get out.
So I saw them get out, and I think there was like a weird patting on the back moment.
Right.
Where they were like, hey, we did it.
Yeah.
Was that it?
That was it. Yeah. Okay. Like the Gorax chased them. He fell down the steps.
There was Tinkerbell.
He falls. Tinkerbell's all over his face, distracting him so they could get out. He falls down the chasm, but of course you didn't hear anything.
Chasm. I like how you said that.
That's what. That's what it said. It says chasm.
Chasm.
So, of course, if you don't see an explosion, the person's not dead.
No. As he's falling down, first of all, top-notch CGI.
Oh, wasn't it amazing?
Just beautiful.
It was great, yeah.
And really reminiscent of Sheev Palpatine. You know, I feel like this guy's going to come back, and we're going to find out he was Palpatine all along.
He was Palpatine, yes.
The Gorax.
The
true antagonist of the Star Wars series.
The true antagonist of Star Wars is the Gorax. So then he climbs back out, and he's grabbing Sindel. Now, why she was standing on that little itty-bitty ledge, I have no idea. I don't know what her plan was, if she thought she was going to jump over the chasm or not, what the deal was. But why, I don't know. So then he grabs her. Then they throw the axe one more time, hits him in the back, and then he falls down.
He does not have a back like Black Chrysanthemum.
He does not. He does not.
Did not inherit that Wookiee-like trait.
Nope. So that pretty much, and then they're all happy because they all lived except for the one Ewok, which they forgot all about. And then the people, according to the plot here, thus reunited, the Taurians, that's their last name, decided to stay with the Ewoks until they can repair their Star Cruiser, and Anusa leaves to go back to her family. The end.
I got to tell you, we We helped you out. You do not have to go watch this if you don't want to.
But you have to watch the Glorex. He's scary.
Listen, have a bottle of Bantha milk with you. Is all I'm saying.
Yes.
Rob
Friday
made me do
night.
it.
You got to
He
watch
made
it
me
on
do
a
it.
Friday night. And every time
No
you see
plans the
something
next day.
stupid, just take another shot.
Clear your schedule.
Yep.
Set aside some Advil.
Yep. And be ready for a hangover the next morning because
you're gonna be having one. Oh boy.
And next week we're gonna go over Ewok Adventures 2.
Oh my God, I will.
The return to Endor.
I will quit right now. That's it. My 2 weeks. No, that's not.
Yep.
That's not
Well,
late
that'll
enough.
be perfect because you'll still be able. Look, we saw DVD side 1. We need to see DVD side 2. We have to see what the special Wilford Brimley's in the next one.
You're right.
You're right.
You're not wrong. So that's all we have for you today.
So that is it. That is
if
the
you
Caravan
stuck with us
of Courage
through this whole thing, congratulations.
I hope the guys over at Scraping the Vault, which are also pretty close, similar to all the guys at the Supreme Resort.
Sure.
There's a different person in there, and I think Eric is not in there, and they have a girl. I forget what her name is. I apologize.
Wow.
To her, but
Wow.
she's actually the heart of that broadcast. She's the best one on there.
Sure.
And she's so good, and I forgot her name, which makes me an evil, awful person. So I hope we did you guys well by impersonating Scraping the Vault and going through these bad right to DVD movies. Although this was a 2-hour television movie special.
Yeah, this is an hour podcast versus the 2-hour movie.
Yeah.
We just saved you an hour of agony.
We did. We saved
Congrats.
an hour of your life, and we talked about the Halcyon for half of it as well.
Yeah,
So
and we, you got to hear me and Rob's dulcet tones as we sit here in equal purple shirts.
Equal purple
Which is
shirts. We're
always
twinning.
Twinning.
Hashtag twinning.
So anyway, make sure you check us out next week. Make sure you check us out March 15th. I'll be on the Geekery Update. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram. Check us out our Facebook group, facebook.com/group/Sacred Jedi Texts.
Yes.
And yeah, we're looking forward to the end of May when we have more Star Wars content coming out with Obi-Wan.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Ahsoka coming at some point this year. We've got Mando at the end of the year. Lots of Star Wars content coming our way.
Yep. Sure do.
All right. So from all of us here at BanthaMilk Podcast Headquarters.